A dusty and barren road in the small Egyptian village of Darshur leads to an architectural wonder that stands as a testament to the power of perseverance and the power of new beginnings. The Red Pyramid, located 20 miles south of Cairo, is known as the first true pyramid to be successfully completed. It is called the Red Pyramid because of the reddish hue of the outer limestone. It is truly a perfect pyramid in shape, size, and angle. It has the honor and distinction of having been the blueprint for all future pyramids. Not far from the Red Pyramid, down the same dusty road, stands a distorted pyramid known as the Bent Pyramid. It was constructed before the Red Pyramid by the same architect. However, midway through the construction, the architect had a sickening, sinking realization that the walls of the pyramid were angled steeper than was sustainable. The pyramid would collapse if they continued in the same course. This was a fatal flaw. But instead of quitting, the architect looked for a solution. After much thought and recalculations, he had an architectural breakthrough that literally changed the face of all pyramids. The workmen implemented a new angle, and thus the pyramid was saved. And although it looks deformed, it still stands to this day, over 4,500 years later. Using his knowledge from the mistake of the Bent Pyramid, the architect went on to build the Red Pyramid. And this was the pyramid that was used as the blueprint to build the perfection of all pyramids, the Great Pyramid of Giza. It is the only surviving wonder that is almost fully intact of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. It was built as the tomb for the pharaoh Khufu of the 4th Egyptian dynasty in 2530 BC. And still to this day, the creation of this pyramid is a mind-boggling mystery. Some of the granite blocks inside of the pyramid came from the Aswan quarry, located 600 miles away, the biggest of which weighs over 60 tons. 60 tons is 132,000 pounds. How in the world were they able to move the crushing weight of that solid granite rock over 600 miles away to this location is a mystery of all mysteries. But what isn't a mystery is the profound lesson we can learn from the blunder of the Bent Pyramid. You know, in life, we've all made mistakes. We miscalculate, build things at a wrong angle, and are left with the failure of a bent pyramid. It is perfectly natural for imperfect human beings to make perfect mistakes. In a world of challenges, it's easy to fail and hard to succeed. And perhaps you can relate with this more than you wish. Maybe you tried to establish a business only for it to break in bankruptcy. Perhaps you've worked to build a family only for it to be severed in separation and divorce. Maybe you failed someone by a broken promise, or you came up short on that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And now you sit in front of a bent pyramid, burdened with self-blame and regret, wishing you would have done things differently, wishing you could go back in time and have another shot at it. Well, just like the story of the bent pyramid, you need to know that your failure doesn't define who you are. Your mistakes don't determine your worth. What matters right now is what you do with them. Like the architect of the bent pyramid, we can learn from our mistakes, take that knowledge, and try again. It's not too late to have a fresh start and a brand new beginning. So if you've fallen, you can rise again. You can bounce back from bankruptcy. After a devastating divorce, you can learn to love and trust once again. You can move forward despite your devastating loss, no matter how bad it is. You can rebuild your life from the rubble of your past mistakes. It's not the end, my friend. Just learn from the mistakes of the past, because every saint has a past. But thank God that every sinner has a future. So face the future with absolute confidence. And remember that we need never, ever live with regret so long as we learn and grow from our mistakes. Have the wrong angles of your mistakes bent the pyramid of your life? Whether you have made a mistake or someone else's mistake has affected you is of little importance compared to this, that God, the master architect, will help you straighten out your angles and build a perfect pyramid of a holy life in you. God promises that He will complete the good work that He has begun in you. God is invested in your eternal salvation. He will make the crooked things straight. We may make mistakes, but God never does. So I encourage you today to give to God the broken and bent pyramid of your life. Allow Him to help you re-examine and recalculate the wrong angles of your mistakes and perfect the crooked parts of your life. He will guide you faithfully through this life all the way to the life to come. And as a result, your life and legacy will last much longer than the great ancient pyramids of Egypt. Your story will be told for all of time and eternity as a perpetual example of the skill and wisdom of the master architect. And that which seemed impossible will be looked upon with awe and amazement at what the divine architect can do in you, for you, to you, and through you. So just rest upon this awesome assurance today. We hope you've been blessed and inspired by this new Reflections of Hope episode. This episode is one of many that's been produced all over the world. If you haven't done so yet, please give our video a like, share it with your friends, and please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you'd like to see more inspiring episodes and get access to much more uplifting content, please go now to patreon.com/Revelation of Hope and sign up to be a member of our Patreon page. Your monthly support will not only give you early access to many more inspiring videos, but it will also enable us to continue to produce more of these cinematic object lessons from nature. Our goal is to produce and release these episodes much more frequently. So please prayerfully consider partnering with us so that we may continue to share the hope of Jesus all over the world. Thank you so much for your support. Aloha and Maranatha.